great to have you with us from Faurot Field, Memorial Stadium in Columbia, Missouri. It's the Kentucky Wildcats and the Missouri Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Missouri continues to compete in the SEC, finishing 8-5 last season, a bit of a down year, but they do have a talented young quarterback stepping in. Five-star recruit Austin Simmons comes in the transfer portal. See what Eli Drinkwitz is able to do with this young talented QB this season. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. Fielded in the end zone. It's Patterson. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. So the Kentucky Wildcats offense that has the first possession of the game. C.J. Baxter, he is a steady, reliable, consistent force in this attack.
And you got to love this guy's speed. And to me, David, that's the one thing that really separates him from most other running backs in college football. There are so many guys at this level that can make you miss, and they can get in the second level, they can run through tackles, catch the ball, block, all that stuff. This guy, though, has home run breakaway speed. If he gets past your second level, he's out.
And you see defenses take angles on him, and he just outruns them. Like, he's just got that extra gear that's different, that scares you. You can tell people are trying to play so fast to try to catch up. So, number one job for this defense, man, try to make him play in the phone booth, right? Like, don't let him get out in space and get matchups like on a linebacker. Not a good matchup from you. You will lose that one.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Wants to keep it in the air. Throws for the tight end. And the third down pass incomplete after a good deflection by the defense. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. All the way back to the 15. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarmed him under for no gain. So the Missouri Tigers offense will now get its first chance with the football. Ahmad Hardy, he sliced through defenders last time out, more than 200 yards, and scored 3 times in their victory. Here's Hardy to begin the drive. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Rides to the back. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up third and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the...
What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
Picks up the first down. Getting up close to midfield, gets it to the 48-yard line before being run out of bounds. The Tigers have this offense rolling. Intercepted.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown.
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky.
One of the this offense is so exciting to watch. They've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll run this play from the pistol. He might want another play. They'll start this drive on the ground with Hardy. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing Simmons. It's complete to the right. There he goes. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to Hardy. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. The Tigers have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. On the run, it's Roberts. Ball down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And it really doesn't matter who plays quarterback in this offense because Ahmad Hardy is option 1, 2, and 3. And you saw him a year ago, man. Not only does he have that home run speed to make big plays, but he also runs that stretch play so nice and breaks tackles and uses his physicality. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like that in the backfield.
Yeah, and you mentioned the breaking tackles. That was really the thing. His contact balance and his ability to somehow stay on his feet on those outside zone plays were huge for Missouri's offense a year ago, and they're going to be looking to do that again. You better pack a lunch on defense every single time you're playing this guy. No question, we're expecting big things from him this season.
And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Here's Simmons to throw. Fires to the wideout. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Here's a give to Hardy. Could be an alley. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. On 1st and goal, Missouri will try to strike Pater. Run in the red zone, it's Hardy. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to throw, it's Simmons. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Missouri! That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, drain the clock, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn, and that's what we just saw on that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they are executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
Wildcats come out to get things going on offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Get it out on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. 3rd and short, they've got them backed up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. From the gun, wants to pass. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
Well, the defense is waking up now, right? The first drive they allowed a touchdown. They were a bit scrambled. They kind of all got together, rallied on the sideline. They've been pretty lights out since. Forced a punt on the last possession. They've now got the offense set up in 4th down again. Great job there. Pass defense, 3rd down. This defense now starting to put it together.
Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. Running inside, it's Roberts. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. They'll stop things momentarily for an injury on the play. There is a Kentucky Wildcat down. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Simmons. Quickly out to the tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll give it to Hardy. There's a crease. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wideout. Looking to pass. It's Simmons. Makes the grab on the left. Oh, what a caught! They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. Both teams wanted to get the ball to their playmakers. Let's see how these wideouts are doing so far. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Throwing Simmons. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this offense shows right away on 1st down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on 2nd down and goal?
Got stopped on 1st down. They'll try it again from the 2. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Got his man out of the backfield. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers!
And I think he does a really good job here. Dropping back to pass, surveying the field, sees he's got some open space out wide, dump it to your playmaker. Your running back takes the football. He does the rest. Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the field, making a play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Kentucky offense out onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Tight end now in motion. With the catch, it's Gilmore. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Really good play by this defense, and you know exactly what you're getting with this guy. Man, he is electric, he is dynamic, they'll make plays, so you got to do a good job of containing him in the pocket, and when he starts to scramble, chase from one side. Don't overlap with another guy. Nice job by the defense.
Hunt is on its way. They'll field this one in tight quarters. They stop him immediately, flying down the field, and get to him before he can even get started. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
He'll run it again. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
From the gun on 3rd down, Simmons. On the move, he fires. Working the middle. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Here's a give to Hardy. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Right back to it. He's there to make the stop. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They'll try to run it in with Hardy. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And after the pick, there is an injured player who's still on the field. That is the senior linebacker who's been shaken up. Howie Rowe will give us an update on his condition. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Oh, he's got some space. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here's a heat. Heaves it on the run. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down. High the chains now on 2nd and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Baxter. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Got the 1st down. He slides and gets the 1st down. What a weapon to have a guy who can move the chains for you by any means necessary. This Kentucky offense doing work. They're set up with another 1st down. Off play action. Pocket breaking down. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast, he's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
Motion from the wide receiver. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Fires to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. Kentucky will be forced to punt. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Here's Hardy to begin the drive. Tackle is made at the 22, but a nice 10-yard pickup there.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Here's Simmons to throw. Under fire. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Missouri gets to the line quickly.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there, and that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
The offense changing the play. To the air, it's Simmons. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Takes it on the return. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Wildcats come out and set and ready to go. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Baxter. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. Hauls it in, looking for space. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Here come the Missouri Tigers, the offense ready to go to work. We'll see how aggressive they are trying to put up points before the break. Simmons, here's the pressure. And down he goes, the defense bringing the heat.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update. Kentucky will boot it deep to get the second half underway. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They'll start this drive on the ground with Hardy. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Hardy again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Lined up in the gun. Here's Simmons on third. Wide open downfield. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all...
Got a little grass. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on second and short. They feed him again. He makes the tackle at the 37. It's a pickup of 5. That's good enough for a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll give it to Hardy. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. Throwing Simmons. Finds his man. It's Hardy. Caught, and he's got room. Around and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. And the Tigers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Austin Simmons, the play fake. Looking for the score. He makes a grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, I love the decision-making by the quarterback, going to his go-to receiver in that situation of the game. The defense, come on. You got to know that's the guy the QB's looking for.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. An 84-yard drive there, and they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Wildcats sending their offense onto the field. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Kentucky right back to the line.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Unloads it left. Got his man downfield. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. That is a highly efficient way to move the chains, and now they are threatening inside the 40. The run inside. It's Baxter. They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33.
And that's a good sign for this offense, maybe finishing this football game. Maybe they can get that ground game going. They've tried. They just haven't had a lot of success. Made them very one-dimensional. Nice to see them run the football with some efficiency later in this game.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. They'll try to run for it. Man, what a surge by this defense. I think he's going to be a little bit short of the first down. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on fourth down. Tries to get it on the ground. Maybe a crease. Touchdown, Kentucky! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, how nice is it to be down and you need to score points when you can just hand it to your running back and he can make big plays like that? Jesse, they're going to need more of those to get back into the football game. They've dug themselves a little bit whole, but that was a good start.
Yeah, I think the defense probably kicking themselves too. I don't know if in this 2-minute type situation if they were expecting them to run the football, but somehow, some way, you've got to be able to gang tackle this guy and not let him take it to the house from that distance and score points. Moving forward now, the run defense has got to shore up for this defense.
If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Reporting from the Missouri sideline, there is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance from him today, and he has delivered, just going over 100 yards all.
He's loose. He's at the 40, the 20. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
You want to know why this offense runs the football a lot? Because you got a guy that's top 5 in college football rushing. You give him the football, and he'll continue to make plays. I imagine they're going to keep feeding him because he keeps putting up productive numbers.
After that big play, they're trying to pay it off right on the goal line. Throw to the end zone, picked off.
And that is such a veteran play by that defender. In cover 0, he knows the quarterback's going to have to get rid of the football quickly, so he's getting ready to jump anything that's going to be underneath. He does just that. Great job with the speed. Nice job reeling it in for the INT.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. And the Wildcats, with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll move the tight end. Second down, he'll throw it. Unloads to the wideout. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. Man, these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Just needs a crack to get a return. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Missouri's offense heads out ready to go. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
If you're the defense, you know that running back is the guy you've now got to stop. He's had a lot of touches in this game. Yes, he's made a lot of plays, but you've got a chance to win here. If you're going to do that, you need to take him away.
Again, it's Hardy. There's some room. The 30. Running inside the 20. And he scores! Touchdown, Tiger!
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. With that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with the long run for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Patterson. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Got his man. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line.
And that's a welcome sign for this offense, right? They haven't put drives together. Nice to see them execute on third down. At the very least, man, give your defense a rest. They've been playing a lot. Too many punts for this offense. Nice to see them execute on third down.
It falls incomplete. How about the trickeration on first down that just goes awry? Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Keeps it on the option. Knocked down immediately at the line of scrimmage.
It doesn't matter what run play you have called, if you're running it inside or outside. If the defense gets penetration, everything is done. And you saw it on that play right there. Great job by the dude.
Got it in the middle. It's Rodriguez. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. This Kentucky offense really moving the ball quickly. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with the first down. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll give it to Baxter. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. And the Wildcats pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. They'll run it on the counter. Got enough for the first. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. The Wildcats kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And that's what the offense wants. They want to see you in man coverage, and they want to throw those slants, use those wide receivers and their big bodies to catch the football. Elite coverage. Great job being glued to your guy and being physical when he caught it. When he catches the football, I've got to immediately impact him so he can't catch it. That's how it's done.
Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29. Already 2 for 2 on third down, but this time they'll need 9 to convert. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes one deep. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. That is no good. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink when you knock it off the crossbar. Those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed opportunity.
Here's Hardy to begin the drive. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off.
Maybe some room here. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, give to Hardy. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
He makes the grab. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
On third down, here's Hardy. Brought down at the 33, gets the job done. It'll be first down.
And this offense does it again on third down. They have been so elite on third down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
Missouri has it ready to go with another first down. Running inside, it's Roberts. Stop is made at the 22, a 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone. The Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They are ready this time, tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and after that big run, the defense answers.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it and make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved.
Simmons from the gun on third down. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
Salt enter wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. He'll bring it out. It's Patterson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Wildcats come out to get things going on offense. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ballgame.
Trying to escape and get it himself. Slides to the ground, picks up the first down, and avoids the hit. Kentucky going quickly.
Man-to-man coverage is a great opportunity for scrambling quarterbacks to take off and run because everybody on defense who's covering has...
Throws toward the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Throws to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in the...
Fires toward the end zone. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a fourth down stop.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That fourth down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on down.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Right back to Hardy. And the defense snows him under after a very short game. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Roberts. He's not going to make it to the sticks, and what a stop against one of the best third down offenses in the country. So Missouri will have to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Catches it cleanly at the 20. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Here comes the Kentucky offense out onto the field. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
Here's a give to C.J. Baxter. And the defense wrestles him to the ground. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Snags it over the middle. They'll mark him down right there, but it'll be enough for a Kentucky first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And you'd like to see the defense play a little bit tighter on those short yard situations. They give up the first down, and they better get ready because you can tell they're right back on the ball to run another play.
Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together and maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Kentucky right back to the line. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Right on the money. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on fourth down. I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Under fire. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
And these aren't easy situations for these offenses, man. Like, it's a no-passing situation. The defense is playing coverage, coverage, coverage. Nowhere to go with the football, forces the incompletion, and this one is all but over.
The give to the tailback. Might have a chance. He'll go out of bounds right at the 36-yard line, and the running game making its presence felt. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you will perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team incredibly mentally tough right now, Dave.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together positive weeks and you start to string together positive plays. Now you know you can do it. It's not, we talked about it in the offseason, oh, we want to do this. Now you're starting to execute it and put it together on the field.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.